1958, the year the microchip was invented. NASA was created, the first U.S. satellite was launched, and the Champs' tune, Tequila, was a Billboard hit. But perhaps most importantly, 1958 was also the year of Momofuku Ando's invention, instant ramen. He later went on to invent the cup noodle. And with a badass name like Momofuku, I gotta wonder if he did it just so he could smack it out of your hand. This piece was done before the last upload, but after painting Tiana, I was so jazzed I couldn't wait to share it. Now we're getting around to this one. It might not be what pops into mind as a still life, but since our tomatoes were bruised and our bananas were overly brown, this qualifies. That's what I'm telling myself anyway, because I really wanted to cross another item off my list of personal art challenges. As far as instant ramen flavors go, soy sauce is my favorite, even when it used to be called Oriental. It's the gingery taste that does it for me. Plus, that packet is good for flavoring other homemade dishes such as stir fries and egg rolls. Of course, in soup form, you could go intermediate by tossing in simple additions such as green onion, steamed fish cake, or a mound of kimchi. Advanced level, however, is achieved once you've stir-fried the noodles with meat and veggies or mixed it in a slaw salad with shredded chicken, because you haven't experienced the apex of instant ramen until you've scooped it from a potluck bowl. This paper worked fine. I had previously used it for the Kuretake swatching. This still life piece wasn't a rigorous test, but I enjoyed using this Fabriano Studio 25% cotton paper more this time. I used the soft chisel and soft brush PITT pens from Faber-Castell. I don't want to get into the whole which instant ramen is the best discussion, because there are too many varieties out there. And even if you limit the contest to the big three, Top Ramen, Sapporo Ichiban, and Maruchan, it's all a matter of taste and whether you prioritize noodles or broth. I make it easy on myself by going with the most financially friendly option. That usually ends up being Maruchan. When I want to be more adventurous, a trip to the Asian market and its ramen aisle usually does the trick. Sure, I'll end up spending an hour deciding amongst a gajillion varieties, but where else am I going to find curry, tonkatsu, and kimchi flavored ramen? Not at Walmart. not be aware that I sometimes post alternate angles or sneak peeks at what's coming up via Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and Tumblr? Links to those sites are always in the description. But there are occasionally other links related to topics I've touched on during the video. For example, this time there's one to a recent Wirecutter article, "The Best Instant Ramen According to Chefs, Cookbook Authors, and Ramen Fanatics." Yeah, it's not just boring stuff like lists of brushes and royalty-free tunes. As you might suspect at this point, I get a kick out of adding highlights. The day I got Bleedproof white was a good day. I'm happy to share this random ramen rambling. No, I don't eat it all the time, but it's one of those pantry staples like club crackers or instant mashed potatoes. There are times you need to throw a quick meal together because somebody forgot to defrost the meat for Taco Tuesday. Until next time, keep an eye on your bananas, save those seasoning packets, and stay umami, my friends. Plus, that packet is good for flavoring other homemade. Oh, God.